I'm Mark Bridge, and welcome to PopCulture Galaxy Episode 7. First up, Grand Theft Auto 5's release date has been officially confirmed. Well, the time period anyway. It's been confirmed that it's going to come out in spring of next year, 2013. I would assume probably like April or May, in that area. But I'm excited for that game. Grand Theft Auto 4, when it came out, it had such longevity, with the 3 DLC content and even the multiplayer to some extent people were enjoying. I'm assuming that this game will be that much bigger when it comes to the multiplayer aspect as well as the story element. In fact, Rockstar kind of reached out to the community and said, hey, we need your feedback on how to incorporate some of the elements into the multiplayer. So with that being said, expect a lot of community to be involved with the next Grand Theft Auto, and yeah, I'm very excited for that. The other game news coming out is that the actor Bill Murray, well, not the Bill Murray from Ghostbusters or Groundhog fame, but the actor who played Captain Price in the Modern Warfare game, let it slip that he's meeting with Infinity Ward to do voice work for Modern Warfare 4. So, I mean, the only question I have is Modern Warfare 3 kind of really tied up everything that started from 1. Like, Part 2 ended with a cliffhanger, kind of like the Empire Strikes Back of the video games, and then Part 3 kind of wrapped up the whole story. So is Part 4 like the beginning of a new trilogy, or is it, aping off what started with 4 or 2 or 1? Remains to be seen. Of course, they're doing this whole Black Ops, Modern Warfare every other year thing. The other question is is Modern Warfare 4 in for a complete overhaul? Considering that Battlefield kind of took the reins with this expansive Battlefield with the multiplayer, and even to some extent, I think Black Ops 2 is kind of incorporating a little bit, something different for their multiplayer aspect. So you don't want Modern Warfare, the one that really set Activision's shooter franchise on the path that it is right now, to be the one that is left behind. So I think you're gonna see something different from Modern Warfare 4. I mean, that's my opinion. Let's see if they really, if they're smart enough to go with that. Now let's move on to some TV news. Ming Na, who used to be in ER and was the voice of Mulan in the Disney animated film, has been officially cast as one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. members in the TV show S.H.I.E.L.D. Coming to ABC maybe next fall. Now, if you know, S.H.I.E.L.D. is the clandestine super spy group that exists in the world of the Avengers in the Marvel universe, and of course Joss Whedon is bringing that TV show to the networks next year. So other than the official release that Agent Coulson will return, of course, Agent Coulson, he died in the Avengers, or supposedly died. He's gonna come back for the TV series, and then you have Ming Na, who is the next cast member. Now we move on to some movie news. First bit of movie news: Bryan Singer will return in the director's chair for X-Men: Days of Future Past. He directed the first X-Men and the second X-Men, and then of course he left right before the third one was supposed to start to do Superman Returns. A lot of people didn't like Superman Returns. It was an okay film, but I can see why they didn't like it. Of course, X-Men Last Stand was directed by Brett Ratner, and we saw how that turned out. They went back in time to do a prequel with X-Men First Class, directed by Matthew Vaughn, who ironically was supposed to direct the third X-Men movie, but felt he didn't have that much time, and doing X-Men First Class, he had even less time than he would have originally had for Last Stand. And of course, First Class turned out great. Everybody loved it. It made a lot of money. The only thing is, it was great. It's a good movie. I just didn't like it. I didn't think it was my X-Men movie or my X-Men, but it was a good X-Men movie. I won't take that away from it. then the sequel was announced that it would be based on the famous storyline Days of Future Past that had an X-Men member going back in the past to stop a political assassination that would result in the future Sentinels. And of course, so that would mean that, you know, the next movie will have the First Class team and as well as the team that was in the original X-Men movies, which a lot of people loved. And Matthew Vaughn again was in the directorship for that one until recently when he left, and then it was assumed that Bryan Singer would take over, and then yes, it was confirmed that he's gonna take back the seat that he left a couple of years ago, or more than a couple of years ago. But I'm very excited for that. Not only because the guy who started the franchise is coming back to it. You know, he's learned a lot of techniques filmed over the years doing these big budget movies, so I'm sure he's gonna bring that to the table. And the other thing is, I get to see a closer version to my X-Men, because, you know, as much as the first 3 X-Men were not really my X-Men from the comic books, it's close enough. First Class was the one that really deviated, even though I think that out of all the X-Men in any medium, the First Class film got the dynamic between Charles Xavier and Magneto the best in terms of you know, telling their backstory. So, you know, expect more of that story to continue with Days of Future Past. So I'm excited. You know, I'm gonna see Sentinels. You saw a little bit in The Last Stand, but you know, it wasn't the Sentinels that we were expecting to see. So you're gonna see balls to the wall action and big epic sci-fi with the X-Men, especially the fact that they're saying that it's going to be a part of their expanded universe with Fantastic Four and the Wolverine and Deadpool. So, you know, what Marvel started with the Avengers team, you know, is gonna kind of spread out towards the Fox Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I'm excited about that. And then finally, the biggest news I've ever heard in a long time, the biggest, I can safely say, in my lifetime. Disney has acquired Lucasfilms for $4 billion. And not only have they acquired all the properties, including Industrial Light and Magic, Skywalker Sounds, they've acquired the entire Star Wars universe, you know, all the characters, everything about it. And add to that, 2015, another Star Wars Episode 7 will be released. And in that year, we already have Avengers 2, Justice League, and I never thought about this until now, we might have Avatar 2. Now, granted, it's going to be in the later part of the year, but that's a jam-packed year filled with these blockbuster movies. Like, 2015 is going to be like explosive at the cinema. It's going to be event film after event film. And I can't wait. I can't wait. As a movie lover, I'm just looking forward to that. I can't wait. So, again, Disney bought Lucasfilm. Episode 7 is on its way. Along with, after that, they're thinking of making a Star Wars movie every other year. And at least the next 3 Star Wars film is based on an outline that George Lucas himself had created, because at the time, the Star Wars saga was actually supposed to be 12, and then it went down to 9, and of course he did 6, but you know, we still have the backbone for the next 3. So you know, I hope to see Mark Hamill back. You know, he may not come back. It may be a different story far into Star Wars future, where those guys are long gone, but it would be great to have Mark Hamill back as Luke Skywalker. And as a matter of fact, he could actually be the Yoda of the next franchise, where you had Yoda in the first 6 films, kind of being the mentor, the powerful one, the one who's running the Jedi Order, and then of course the later films, well 4, 5, 6, he's more of a trainer of Luke. You could have Luke Skywalker be the new Yoda. You know, he's a powerful Jedi, he's a mentor, and he's like, you know, crafting the minds of the new Jedi Order. So that would be great to see. Even if you don't see Leia or Han, you know, as long as you have Luke Skywalker in there as that Obi-Wan substitute or Yoda substitute, that would be great for me. So excited, man, exciting times to be a movie fan. So looking forward to it. Subscribe to the channel, and of course you can visit the website PopCultureGalaxy.com. And also I want to let you know that I'm running a competition right now, well, a contest, and you have until December 5th before the contest is up, where you'll get a chance to win limited edition, cowl edition of The Dark Knight Rises. All you have to do is get to the site. I put the link below, and you know, enter, and you could be the brand new winner for Blu-ray, the limited edition Dark Knight Rises Blu-ray DVD combo. You know, it was a great movie. So yeah, again, subscribe, leave a comment, like, dislike, whatever. Let me know, give me some feedbacks, and enjoy. Peace.